Do something. That was the message tonight at a town hall meeting between survivors of the Parkland, Florida school shooting and lawmakers.
In the name of 17 people, you cannot ask the NRA to keep their money out of your campaign?
I think in the name of 17 people, I can pledge to you that I will support any law that will prevent a killer like this.
No, but I'm talking NRA.
Survivors of the massacre at Stoneman Douglas High School took center stage, asking politicians, as you heard, some tough questions about gun control and refusing to take money from the National Rifle Association.
Developing tonight, CBS 13's Adrian Moore is in the newsroom with the discussion and an idea President Trump is floating to prevent similar tragedies. Adrian?
Christina and Tony, you could hear the anger and the frustration in the voices of these students tonight who are now just 1 week removed from one of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history. Tonight, they laid into lawmakers, all as President Trump said arming teachers and staff might be a way to keep students safe.
If you had a teacher who was adept at firearms, they could very well end the attack very quickly.
After the president's remarks during a listening session at the White House, Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel was quick to respond during a CNN town hall meeting about the idea.
I don't believe teachers should be armed. I believe teachers should teach. But that's exactly what's wrong with this country. We have people in Washington, D.C., representatives, senators, and legislators telling teachers what they should do without asking teachers, what do you want to do?
Survivors of the massacre at Florida's Stoneman Douglas High School pressed lawmakers about whether they would support banning certain assault-style rifles and refuse to take money from the NRA.
Senator Rubio, can you tell me right now that you will not accept a single donation from the NRA in the future?
And I do support the Second Amendment, and I also support the right of you and everyone here to be able to go to school and be safe. And I do support any law that would keep guns out of the hands of a deranged killer. And that's why I support the things that I have stood for.
Fred Gutenberg, who lost his daughter Jamie in the shooting, questioned Senator Marco Rubio on supporting a ban on the AR-15.
My daughter, running down the hallway at Marjory Stoneman Douglas, was shot in the back with an assault weapon. The weapon of choice.
We instead should make sure that dangerous criminals, people that are deranged, cannot buy any gun of any kind. That's what I believe a better answer will be.
Senator Rubio went on to say the problems the country is facing cannot be solved by gun laws alone, a sentiment echoed by Senator Bill Nelson, who vowed to do more.
We're all grieving. Your hope gives me hope. Your determination gives me more determination.
Now, as for President Trump, he declined an invitation to take part in tonight's town hall meeting, but will be meeting with Florida state and local officials at the White House tomorrow, all to continue the conversation on school safety.